Watch along, minute by minute. Harold the Purple Crayon. Harold by the minute. Harold by the minute. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Harold by the Minute, episode 1. I'm Jack.
I'm Hales.
And we're going to be your hosts for Harold by the Minute. So this is a show basically where we watch Harold and the Purple Crayon minute by minute, and we break it down for you.
Yeah, and here's the thing about it is that I've seen it twice already, and this is Jack's first time watching.
Yeah, if you can believe it.
I've never seen Harold and the Purple Crayon. Seen Purple Crayon.
Can I tell you my history with Harold and the Purple Crayon though?
Please.
Okay, so like anybody, I don't have Benjamin Dan Button disease, so I was a baby when I was young.
Okay.
And when I was a baby, I was read Harold and the Purple Crayon, the book.
Okay.
And I thought it was a charming tome.
I agree. I like the book a lot.
Yeah. I do too. Here's what I'll recall though from my childhood. I believe my brother was a bigger Harold and the Purple Crayon fan than I was.
Okay.
But I remember it being a charming book, a slender volume, but a book where he...
Slender volume.
basically where Harold had a purple crayon. But here's what I remember. He was a kid, right? He was a kid.
He was like a baby. Yeah.
Whatever he drew came to life, but that was sort of amorphous within the book because it was a children's book.
Yes. And it was all in purple crayon.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
And it was all illustrated.
Right.
So it's a little more abstract, right?
Which, I don't know. I don't think that this movie should have been made. But we'll get to that later. When we get to the history of Harold. So I guess I came in woefully ill-prepared because I don't know who wrote the first Harold and the Purple Crayon. They talk about it in the movie.
Really? The author becomes part of it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we did not get to that in the first minute.
We did not. Let's talk about the first minute.
Well, before we do that though, I want to unpack some more context of what I remember from the book, and then I want to get your history with Harold and the Purple Crayon. Okay. So, I remember in the book, isn't there a thing where the moon follows him, right? Wherever he goes, he's always drawing the moon.
Yeah. And I love that.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
I forgot about that.
And there's a thing where maybe at some point in the show we'll have to review the book.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we totally should. Yeah. We totally should.
But I remember he's walking and he's drawing a straight line, right? Mm-hmm. And then he gets scared by something, so he starts kind of shaking with his hand. Yeah. And then that creates waves. It creates water, right? Yeah. Do you remember that?
I don't, but it sounds like you've got more of a history with the book, and I've got more of a history with the movie.
Okay.
But
I remember he had to draw a boat in order to sail across the
That's awesome.
Purple Ocean.
And he faced adversity head on, and he made it. Basically.
Did you grow up reading that book?
I read it. I think I read it at least once, but I remember liking it. I remember liking the illustrations a lot. Yeah. But
so let's get to the film, and I guess when we come back next time, I'll do a little more research and development on this, because to me this feels like a movie. And when did this come out? Last year. Yep. To me, this feels like a movie that would have been a good idea in like 2011 or something. You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah. And I don't know when the book was made.
That feels like the 50s or something, right? It's like an old-ass book, I think.
I don't think it's the 50s, but I think it's...
Okay, 1959 maybe.
No, I think it's... Well, can I do a little spoiler of the movie? A little one. Just a little one.
Okay.
They go... No, I'm actually not. Okay. I'm actually not. Because it's a big thing.
Is the spoiler that it's a Columbia picture? Because I did gather that from the first minute here.
You know, it is. It is. Okay. And it was also... I didn't know the spoiler. It's a TSG... Entertainment film. Yeah.
Is Sony involved?
I believe so. I believe we gathered that.
Sony.
That's like the only thing we gathered.
Sony.
I believe some knee, this knee, that knee. I'm sorry.
Somebody.
Somebody.
I believe
I believe somebody.
I believe somebody stopped me. So, as far as the film goes, let's see. I had seen the trailers for it. I went, why the hell are they making a movie out of Harold and the Purple Crayon? It looks kind of like a ripoff of Elf.
As did I. And you know what? Yeah.
And Zachary Levi is in it, which, look, I like Zachary Levi from the TV show Chuck. You ever seen Chuck?
I did not see Chuck. He voices Flynn Rider, though.
Oh, yeah.
And I love him as Flynn Rider.
So we've got a soft spot for Zach, maybe?
Yeah, we do.
Although I think nowadays, Zachary Levi equals box office poison.
I agree fully.
Yep. And critical poison.
Purple lean poison.
Yeah, purple lean.
Lean is purple. Anyway, doesn't matter. But, yeah, I will say well, we're not even getting into his acting yet, because we haven't gotten into fucking anything about the movie. We literally, the first minute, consists
yeah, should we get into the movie?
Let's get into it,
Can I ask you before we get into the minute?
It actually... First off, we actually watched 1 minute and 4 seconds. It wasn't the full minute. But anyways.
But we're not allowed to talk about this for seconds.
We're not. Exactly.
So try and erase that from your brain.
Okay.
So, I saw this trailer. I thought, that looks like shit. I'm not going to see it. What circumstances led you to seeing this film? Because I'll remember the day that I came on the movie Letterboxd app. And I saw Hales reviewed and logged Harold and the Purple Crayon. And I went, I think Hales is probably the only person who's seen Harold and the Purple Crayon. So tell me about the first time you saw it. What were the circumstances leading up to it? What were your thoughts going in? Had you seen the trailer? Talk about that.
Yeah, I remember seeing the trailer, but I had a similar reaction to you, where I was like, I'm not fucking seeing this. And so my family unfortunately loves box office poison. They love going to the movies, and my brother is 10 years old.
Oh.
So, whenever
Perfect
I'm home,
age.
I agree. Whenever I'm home, we go and see a movie. So it's just kind of like an activity that we do. It doesn't matter if it's a good movie or if it's just a kid's movie. So that was this circumstance. So it was, yes.
What are some other movies that you've seen with your brother that you've enjoyed?
Oh my gosh. Well, we saw Wicked when it came out, but that was more for me and my mom.
Okay, I haven't
Jack didn't really like it. Jack's my brother.
Not me.
Not this guy. Jack actually was making fun of me for crying during it. I cried the whole time. Not this guy again. This guy would never make fun of me. Just kidding. He would. Anyway, yeah, we saw Wicked as a family. We saw, I feel like we saw a Sonic movie. Oh no, we saw Trolls 3 together. And that one was funny because he saw it already, and then he just wanted to go see a movie with me. So he's like, "You want to go see Trolls?"
Do you know what I think is funny about Trolls 3?
What?
Those little guys all dance around without reckless abandon.
Yeah. That's kind of what they do.
That's what's funny to me about Trolls 3.
Yeah.
But I guess if it's funny to you that your brother had already seen it, then sure. I guess we all get different things out of it. To me, it's funny when they dance around without reckless abandon.
I had no idea where you were going with that, and then I wrapped back around and I got it, so that's good.
That's the magic of Harold by the Minute. So your brother goes, "Hey, let's go see Harold."
No. My mom.
No. That's ridiculous. You've been setting up this whole thing as if that's what happened.
Well, I don't.
No.
I don't think my brother orchestrated the endeavor. I think my mom was like, "We need to go see a movie," and that was the kid one. And I remember asking him. I remember being like, "Do you want to see this movie?" And he was like, "Yeah." So I was like,
so not even a 10-year-old cares about Harold and the Purple Crayon.
No,
nobody cares about this.
Exactly. I think he's just happy to be involved. He's just happy to be there, which I respect it.
So let's talk a little bit about Zachary Levi.
Okay.
I know him from Chuck.
About Zachary Levi.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
There's not much more to say.
Yeah.
I would say I watched Chuck a lot in middle school, and I liked it a lot. It was one of my favorite shows. So I have a soft spot for that. I think a real turning point was Shazam. Did you see those Shazam movies?
I did not. My brother loves Shazam, though.
Okay.
My brother loves a lot of things. He's a lover.
Well, and he's 10 years old.
He is.
That's what those movies are made for.
Yeah. But anyway, you love Shazam?
No.
Oh.
I think that's the point where I go, God, this Zachary Levi guy kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I wish I knew anything about the director or who directed it. We haven't really gotten there in the movie, though.
I think.
Actually, let's even wait to talk about Zachary Levi until we actually see him. Let's talk about what we know, which is that this is a Sony picture.
Mm. Yep.
This is so funny. The first time we started this minute, I thought there was no sound. I thought that it was a...
No, you didn't.
I thought... am I watching a damn Harold Lloyd movie? I thought I was seeing Harold and Purple Crayon. Am I watching Harold Lloyd, a classic silent comedy of the like? You know? So I'm going, okay, what? What is the choice that they're making to have no sound? Turns out the sound bar wasn't set up.
Yeah.
Because I had unplugged it earlier. So I plugged it back in, turned it on.
And then...
all of a sudden we get some nice sound. We get some... Sony. Okay, this is gonna be Sony.
And glory be the Columbia, the Columbia theme.
Now, tell you what though is interesting about Columbia Pictures.
Yeah.
Is it their 50th anniversary? No. Is it their 51st anniversary? No. Is it their 52nd anniversary? No. Is it their 53rd anniversary? No. Is it their 54th anniversary? No. Is it their 55th? No.
Not quite. Not
quite. Is it their 56th?
No.
Okay. Is it their 57?
No.
58? No.
59? Closer? No.
But no cigar. 60?
No.
No. 61? No. 100?
100
years of Columbia anniversary. Pictures. Now, what's fun about this logo? Okay, so if you're telling me, if I'm your 10-year-old brother and I go, I want to see a movie, I really want to see a movie so bad and I'm going to orchestrate this whole endeavor. Let's go see Harold and the Purple Crayon. Oh, by the way, it's a Columbia Pictures. If somebody says that to me, I'm going, okay, so I see when we get there, we're going to sit down and that beautiful music is playing. And we're going to see that beautiful woman standing there with that torch in her hand.
Classically beautiful.
Right, right?
Yeah.
With that torch in her hand.
First babe I ever saw.
First babe I ever saw.
That Columbia. First babe I ever saw.
And let me tell you, you are not getting that in this film. Because it's 100 years, right? They have a special sort of
a little thing that plays.
Yeah.
A little...
And it's interesting because
a little film within a film.
Yeah. It's like, if I'm sitting down for this first minute, I'm going, okay, so there's my money's worth already. I already saw a whole damn story. It's weird that there was no Purple Crayon involved, or I guess that lady was
there was after. There was, because they...
Oh, in the minute. I'm just talking about the Columbia.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Because I'm going, that's a great movie, but it's weird that there's no Harold and there's no Purple and there's no Crayon.
That's true. Yeah. I'm understanding. I'm on your level now.
Yeah. So, that was great. And can we just say, not to be crude, the Columbia lady, since 100 years ago, she had a bit of a glow.
I would do her. Yeah. I would do her.
Yeah.
What'd you say earlier? Hallelujah, I would do her. Wait, I would do ya.
Hallelujah, I'ma do ya. And Columbia lady, that's what I gotta say to you. Hallelujah, I'ma do ya. Yeah. Although she's a freaking granny now. She's 100 years old.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. That's I love our grannies.
She looks the same. They didn't age her at all.
No, but she looks really good. She looks really good.
She does look really good. Unrealistic, though. Anyway.
So it's not just a Columbia picture. It's
a TSG
Entertainment picture. So, can I be honest? Mm-hmm. Actually,
please.
I can't think off the top of my head other TSG movies.
I can't either. I don't know what TSG is, what it stands for.
Who runs it? Who does anything? Their history. Because I could tell you a couple of Columbia pictures, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I don't even think I could. I know that there's a lot. I just don't.
Rock Hudson was a Columbia star, I think.
Okay.
But TSG has one of the coolest, like, logo card sequences of the guy shooting the arrow through all the axes.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that it?
Yes, but that wasn't in that minute.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different thing. We literally just watched this.
Maybe I missed that. Right. Maybe I wasn't present for that.
Fuck. We only had to watch a minute. We still don't know.
Still don't know.
Well, that's because we're kind of beating them around the bush to get to the meat of the thing. Yeah, exactly. Which is, okay, Columbia, TSG, Sony, we understand all that. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, what goes around the frame? Some purple
crayon.
Purple, and it kind of looks like a crayon.
Yeah.
And it's making me go, okay, this reminds me of my childhood. This reminds me of reading this book when I was a kid. Maybe he's shaking and it makes the waves.
Yeah. I wish that's what happened.
I wish that's what happened. No. Do you know what we learned, though, from the Purple Crayon? That this is a Columbia Pictures.
It is a Columbia Pictures film.
So we learned that from the
Purple Crayon. How...
TSG Entertainment.
I wonder how many Columbia films there are, and I wonder about that.
I wonder if there are unicorns, and I wonder if there are leprechauns.
I wonder if a bomb falling head.
Yeah. We can wonder anything. Let me check my notes to see if we've missed anything.
Please check your notes.
Okay. Rated PG. We didn't even talk about that.
Oh, we didn't.
So this is rated PG. Yes, it's a kid's film. However, the PG rating suggests to me that things might get a little crude, a little nasty, a little scary.
Yeah.
Which I'm looking forward to as a fan of things that are crude and scary. And
it's true.
Frankly, funny. You can't be funny and be...
Okay, I won't say anything.
Okay, all right.
I will say as well, I've seen this film twice. The first time was with my brother.
Yeah, talk some more.
And I will. Thanks for the invitation. The first time was with my
brother.
Go
ahead and talk some more about this.
And immediately after, I remember being like, hey, did you like that movie? And he was like, yeah. And I was like,
tepid.
Okay. Yeah, but, and then he was like, did you like it? And I had to be like, it was fine. Lie. I hated it. My Letterboxd review, should we go into my Letterboxd review right now?
Yep, I'll pull it up.
Okay.
Because this kind of became a running joke.
This became a huge joke, and I didn't even realize the potential of this when I wrote it.
The audio just cut out, but we don't even need it.
It's okay, we don't need it. Yeah.
So, I had seen this, and I was so.
You saw my review. Yeah.
Yeah. Did not.
It's safe to say that this movie brought us closer together in friendship.
Could be, because I kept bringing it up constantly. I kept bringing up Harold.
Yeah, we were friends, but I feel like whenever you mentioned my review, I was like, okay, this guy cares about me. This guy thinks I'm funny. Anyway,
enough to know
my one Letterboxd review. Anyway.
So the stars are gone. Can I say what I remembered the star rating was?
Please.
You had rated this 3 whole stars. 3 out of 5 stars.
No. The last time I watched it, I rated it 3 stars. No.
You're right. I'm sorry.
No, it was 1 star. It was 1 star.
I'm sorry. That's my bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
That's my bad.
The first time I watched it, I rated it 1 star because you can read the review.
This movie is bad. I don't give a fuck about any of the characters, and I dare say it wasn't creative enough. I don't get how, but also the villain was not good. I don't fucking know. This is shit. So I like that.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing it up constantly at parties and things like that.
Yeah. All these parties that we're going to, talking about Harold and Purple Crayon.
Thank God I had somebody else to talk to. Should I wait to tell your next review from the next time? Talk about the next time.
We'll talk about the next time, yeah. But
or would you like to talk about the next time?
Are you saying I talk about the next time I watched it right now? Or are you saying let's talk about that review next time? I couldn't tell.
Talk about the next time you saw it right now.
Okay. So the next time I saw it, I was watching it with my kids in school. I'm a pre-K assistant teacher. So we watched Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Harold and the
Purple Crayon. Much to my despair, much to my chagrin. Because it's like, there's so many movies.
You weren't chagrining very hard.
Hey, that was good. That was funny. That was good. There's so many movies to choose from, and I was just kind of mad that was the one we landed on.
What were the other options?
Well, it was just like, we were in the library and we were logged into whoever's Netflix, and there's Boss Baby. That was one that we had watched though already, so couldn't watch that again. So I guess there wasn't too many choices left.
It was either Boss Baby or this, and we'd already seen Boss Baby. So
yeah, so
and brother, I've already seen Boss Baby.
And let me tell you,
I texted you 6 minutes ago.
It's okay. 20 minutes.
Okay. Let's continue to talk. So you saw this the second time.
I saw this the second time.
Your students.
Yeah, and
What did they think?
I forgot to ask, but I think they were engaged. They were liking it. I had a kid that got scared.
No, this is interesting.
Yes. But he gets, I won't say his name. He gets scared easily. And I think he gets frightened whenever there's any sort of trouble. Like, I don't think...
Oh. Well, life is going to have to teach him a couple hard lessons.
All right. Exactly. Exactamundo. But I will say he got scared of the Trolls movie, and he also got scared... He got scared during Boss Baby 2.
Boss Baby 2?
Nope.
By the way, did he get scared of the Trolls because they dance with reckless abandon and he wanted them to follow some damn rules?
No.
They're going so crazy.
They're too crazy. I'm scared.
They're dancing with all reckless abandon.
I think that's a great phrase. I'm really glad that you're using it so much.
I mean, you look at those Trolls and you think, okay, they've maybe are cautious of...
2 words.
Yeah.
Reckless abandon. It's true. But no, he just gets scared of when the main character is in trouble. I understand. But also I was like, get it together.
Life ain't all cookies and cream, kid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you that. Maybe I'm the first to tell you that, but that's not...
Right.
It's not all life is cookies and creams and daisies and rainbows. Okay? Despite what Trolls may have you believe.
Yeah, that movie is very much daisies and rainbows.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's quite good. Anyway.
We should do Trolls by the minute.
Trolls by the minute, and it's 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
So, I have a couple loops to close on some stuff we brought up earlier.
Yeah.
Well, let's wait to talk about this guy. I was going to bring up the director, but we should wait until we get to his name in the movie.
The director. Yeah.
Because the last thing that we saw in this minute is the movie is called Harold and the Purple Crayon. Which I already knew, but now let me do a little research into the book.
That wasn't any sort of reveal.
The Purple Crayon. Guess when Harold and the Purple Crayon came out, the book.
The book?
Mm-hmm.
1962.
Final answer?
I bet you're right. I bet you're right about the 50s.
1955.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. All right.
Oops.
Oh, boy. Butterfingers.
So, let me think. In 1955, what decade was that in? I'm doing like my Jiminy
You're doing your Tim Allen.
So, Harold and the Purple Crayon was written in 1955.
All right. Hey,
by
good job.
Crockett.
Good job.
Guess the author's name.
Crockett Johnson. And you know how I know that? I won't tell you how I know that.
Crockett Johnson, you're right. How do you know that?
I won't tell you. It would be a spoiler.
Okay. Well, this is making me very intrigued in the rest of this.
It shouldn't.
I'm very, very excited to see minute 2.
Yeah.
And to see where this goes. But
I'm thrilled for minute 2.
Do you feel like we've covered the first minute?
I do.
Okay.
I think, yeah. I do think we've covered the first minute. I think we've more than covered the first minute.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we did.
Me too.
It's been great fun.
So looking into the future at the rest of the minutes, I mean, we should figure out how many minutes this is. Oh, it's so bright. So this is 90 minutes long, so there will be 90 episodes of this show.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Which I'm excited for. Listeners, viewers, let us know what you think of this show. If there is anything we forgot about the first minute that you'd like to bring up, I think we covered it. To Sony Picture, Columbia, TSG Entertainment. There is sound at the beginning of the movie.
I think
we've talked about that.
Yeah. And what anniversary of Columbia Pictures is it?
Yeah, 100.
Right.
So reach out. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you think.
Don't
How many times have
spoil
you seen
the
it?
movie.
Because I've never seen it.
Don't spoil the movie.
But tell us what you think about Harold and Purple Crayon. Have you seen it? Are you going to see it? Watch along with us. Watch along. It's on the damn Netflix. If you have Netflix, which I don't suggest you do necessarily. I'm not pro Netflix or anything. But if you have it, watch the first minute. Watch along with us. It's going to be fun. We'll be here for the next 90 minutes.
Can't promise the fun, though.
Can't promise the fun, though?
Life is what you make it. It won't be fun unless you... This is what I learned along my journey, is that the first watch I didn't have as much fun.
It's not going to be fun unless you engage with us. So engage with us. Tell us what you think. Leave a comment. Subscribe, follow.
That's the only fun you get to have, is that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll do a Patreon series where we do other Harold movies. Harold Lloyd. Harold Ramis.
That'd be good, because I don't know who these guys are.
Okay, yeah, that'd be fun. We can do, Harold by the Minute is a good idea.
Deciding at the end, hey, this was a good idea. I'm glad we did this. Yeah.
Thank you all for watching. This has been Harold by the Minute.